All right. All right, all right, all right. We started a little late, but that's my fault.
Mm,
Had an obligation that ran long.
obligation. Okay. I mean, yeah. If you want to put a fancy way of saying I spent a little too much time at Femboy Hooters, you could easily say that. You don't got to lie to the
I
people.
am a gold star member, okay? There's nobody higher than me.
You know how they have employee of the month awards hanging up on a wall? Like
Yeah.
every single one of the employees, they got like VIP for all of this. They just have your sign saying you're either going to get paid or you're going to have to handle them. It's your decision.
Either way, they're going to have fun.
Either way, you're going home with a story to tell your fucking roommate that you have because you can't afford your life on a Hooters tab.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that, folks. We're here. Uh,
Hello.
Welcome to the show. What have you been up to? What have you been watching? What have you been playing?
I've been okay. So I want to start the show off by saying this. Dead man, do you have a game genre that you wish you would have like started earlier in your life so you'd have a little bit more knowledge about it?
Yes.
Okay, I am facing that right now, and that's with turn-based video games.
Yeah.
Like obviously I had my Pokemons, I had my
Magic the Gatherings and stuff like that.
yeah, Final Fantasy and stuff like that. But I started diving more into Dragon Quest with the 1-2 HD remix, and Clair Obscur was my like wanting to do more of that. Like playing
Right.
Clair Obscur made me want to do more turn based. So now I'm diving more into that world. I'm like, man, some of these stories are fucking awesome. Like a bunch of these JRPGs have some of the most tight knit stories I've ever seen. And I thought the meme where it started, I was like, oh yeah, you start off by, helping some lady find your cat or collecting seeds for somebody in your town. And then by the end, you're fighting literal God. And I thought, okay,
Yep.
I was like, that's a joke. That has to be a joke. That can't be
Nope.
something that's real. I don't remember what I was playing, but then I was like, oh, I am fighting God now. It's been 4 hours. I was picking seeds like 4 hours ago. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's exactly what happens with these fucking these JRPGs. Like, I can't remember which one it was, but you literally do fight God, like the creator of the universe, and it's just one of those things where you're just like, I'm sorry. Yesterday, I was a peasant in the village collecting chickens. Why am I bare fist boxing the creator of the universe right now?
I mean, I got a dagger and a pocket full of dreams. I'm prepared, but like
one,
shit.
one HP and a fucking hope and a dream, bro. Let's do this.
That's how you did it back. That's how I do it on Dark Souls. It was like, oh, maybe I'll just figure out a tactic. I'm like, if it's got a health bar, it's going the fuck down.
Like it's really weird, and I love them because yeah, it's such a bizarre adventure to go from you're the nobody, and then it's like revealed halfway through the game, like you're still a nobody, but now you can fight, demons
Now you're a nobody with a 12-foot sword. So.
that can fight skyscrapers.
Well, okay. So the reason I bring this up is I'm replaying through Like a Dragon,
Right.
which you don't know what Like a Dragon is. It's the turn-based game that RGG Studios did after Yakuza 6. Like this is essentially Yakuza 7. And there's a lot of things that this is obviously their first go around in the turn-based style of games.
Right.
And it was a big swing. Like it was a big swing because you went from holy shit, buddy, if you're gonna take a hit, please get away from the microphone. That was
Was
all
that
vapor
loud?
it. Yeah, that
My
was all
bad.
vapor it. You're all good. So they took a chance and it knocked it out of the park. Like this is a great game. It's a great turn based. They do the classes well. They do the action well. It is magnifique. But the one thing I loved is why they explain Ichiban does his turn style based fighting when he fights, so it sort of explains why they do it. And they simply boil it down to, oh yeah, I played a lot of Dragon Quest as a kid, so now that's how I just imagine myself in every fight I'm in. I'm like, that's fucking genius.
I have to give all the guys in the Yakuza studio. I have to give them props because half half of it is genius, and half of it is genius via lazy. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna make this fucking reference, and whoever gets it because I'm not explaining shit.
They get it. They
they,
get it.
they
It's
get it.
okay.
I got limited space here. All right, I don't want to do the. I don't want to do like the fucking knock some. I almost knocked over my iPad. All right, let's not do that again. Anyways, so you're getting into turn-based stuff, huh? Are
Yeah.
you planning on revisiting some of the classics like
Oh, of
Dragon
course.
Quest?
Yeah. That's the one that's the one I'm revisiting now is Like a Dragon. Dragon Quest is on the list because I acquired a copy of the 1-2 HD remake that just came out, and I was excited because I played the 3 HD remake. I thought that was fantastic. That was cool. The sprites looking a lot more crisp, the colors looking a lot more out there. I'm loving it, and I want to dive more into it. The ones that I've on my list so far are I want to do more of the Final Fantasies because I've only played 7. 7 and
Uh,
X are the only ones that I've played. So I want to dive. I know the older ones are a pain in the dick. I know you don't got to remind me. I've seen
if
people tell me.
Yeah, like the classic meme is that if you want to consider yourself a true gamer, you have to beat Final Fantasy 2.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. Bet that'll be on the list. And then let's see, Wasteland. Like diving into the old CRPGs, like Wasteland,
Yeah,
Fallout
Fallout was one of them.
Tactics. Uh,
You can skip tactics. There was
yeah,
nothing there.
I know there's nothing there, but like I want to go on playing them all the way through
Right.
because I started out with one, and this was before I had the attention span to sit and actually put time into CRPGs. So now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to go through and actually play these and pay attention to what's going on. Oh no.
And actually get the story, yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
whose
Yeah.
office are you in right now?
Oh, this is my new office of the week because I got contributed by a wealthy billionaire that said I will pay your flights. You just need to be in a different place every Sunday so you can do a little bit of an advertisement.
That was a very suspicious look off screen.
Well, that was a very suspicious look off screen because I don't currently have a man holding a gun to my head telling me everything I am saying right now. Anyways, buy big bank wallets. The only wallet that'll hold everything you need.
Okay.
Did I do that right? Did I do that correctly? Okay, thank you. So, anyways,
We're
yeah,
moving
man.
past that. We're moving
Yeah,
past
we're
that.
just yeah, we're just
So
gonna slide right past
so
that. Thank you,
aside
buddy.
from like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasies, I really do think you can skip the Fallout ones because there's fuck all there. But I mean, really, Final Fantasy 2 is the only one I can say like you need to lock in and get on that one.
Yeah, well, I got Chrono Trigger on the list
Ah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say Chrono Trigger is really good.
I remember playing that back in fucking high school, middle school, somewhere around there.
I don't even think I was a
I don't,
fucking nut stain then.
I don't
Hold
think you
on,
were twinkling your father's nutsack at that point.
let me check because if you were playing that, oh god, so that night, no, okay, not that far off actually. The game came out in 1995,
Yeah,
and I was 1996. So I mean, I wasn't a twinkle, but I wasn't exactly a thought either.
you're coming down the pipeline. All right, we need to stop talking about that.
Personal information. Okay, please don't. But yeah, turn based, and then because we've had those games that like no matter what, you'll always sit and put your utmost attention into. Mine was FPSs for the longest time, like boomer shooters.
I don't know. For me, it's always been looter shooters.
Looter
I
shooters?
am a loot whore. Like if there's loot to be had, it's hard to get me off that game. Like I have 100%ed Borderlands 1 and 2. Like every achievement, every side quest, everything. I've done all the DLCs too. I've done it for Borderlands 1 and 2. I didn't get to do 3 because honestly I got tired of it, and I didn't do it for the pre-sequel because it was bunk.
Pre-sequel is weird, man. It's one of those games where there's no gray area with that game. You either really like it or you can't fucking stand it.
I I was so underwhelmed. I just stopped playing it. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those things where I was just like, oh,
No,
this
it
is another
does.
Borderlands, and I love Borderlands. I want to play the Borderlands, and I played it, and I was like, this is not Borderlands. This is everything that was left on the cutting floor of Borderlands. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I think one of the major issues was the oxygen system that they implemented. Like, yeah, it was a good idea in retrospect, but it's the same as when you do a weapon durability or a stamina system. Like sometimes stamina systems work. Oh god, oh if they could remove one thing from any video game from all video games is weapon durability. And it's not I don't care about weapon durability if it just stops me from using the weapon or it gives me reduced damage. Like say I have an axe that does 16 and I break the weapon and now it gets knocked down to a 5. Awesome. Cool. I
I can
can
still
totally work.
use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still use it and I can work around with it. But as soon as that weapon hits 0 and it just fucking gone, like what the fuck?
I,
Like Breath of the Wild, when I think the Master Sword even has durability on it.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I
You're
told
telling me
this.
the one weapon in the entire series that's supposed to be like the magnum opus weapon that can kill literal gods has a durability like a stick you pick off the ground. Are you fucking
Like a
kidding me?
stick, yeah. Um, I think I told this story before, but I remember playing Fallout 3, and this is what took me so long to play Fallout 4. I was playing Fallout 3, and I happened to come across one of the legendary revolver blueprints that you can get, right? And it was
Right.
just RNG. It was just a legendary revolver, and
RNG can lick my dick.
I spent I think two or two no, I spent 2 to 4 hours straight just getting all the fucking parts needed for this revolver because I was like, dude, I'm set. I got myself a fucking an early game legendary, rare, rare and awesome. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm going. Spent 2 4 hours just going through getting all the parts together. I assembled it. I was like, I'm fucking set. First shot, broken beyond repair.
Yeah, that'll
I
definitely kill you from
I
weapon
took the fucking
durability.
game out. I fucking put the game back in the box, closed it, and then fucking gave it back to DJ. I was like, I'm not playing it. Fuck this.
I,
Fuck you,
I
and fuck all of you.
I don't need it
Fuck.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that ever again. Like the fact that I spent 4 fucking hours just getting this one piece, and then one shot. Granted, the shot did kill the enemy, but broken beyond repair. One shot, and I was like, nope, done. Fuck you. Fuck everything. I'm out.
Was it at least like a good enemy, like a one that needed some up?
It was a scorpion, a rad scorpion. Yeah,
Ew. And that broke out a rad scorpion? Yeah, I'd be a little pissy too. I'd be a little upset about that as well.
yeah. And it took my previous it took DJ and our friend fuck years to get me to play Fallout 4 because they were like, no, the weapon system is it's the degrading is gone. You can just keep your weapons. And I'm like, I don't care. Fuck that game and fuck you too.
See, one thing I noticed when it came to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and mind you, this is coming from somebody who played it when he was a teen back in the day, but now that I've played it as an adult and I have learned how to mod the shit out of games, I always find a mod that takes out the weapon durability. The weapon durability and the arm. Well, no, I keep the armor durability in, but the weapon durability, I always take that out because if it's not a melee, I don't think it's right to have your weapon be able to just go kablooey. I think that's dumb.
Yeah. I've been playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah, how's that? How's that? Super
Honestly,
fun time.
honestly, it's a lot of fun, but it's also scratching the looter shooter itch for me.
Ah, see, that's what it is. That's what it is.
It, yeah, it's a looter shooter, but it's a different looter shooter than Tarkov and a couple of other games of that nature. In the fact that this one is actually kind of it's well balanced enough so that you're not just getting wrecked by people that bring in like the most superior fucking kits and stuff like that, and
It's weird.
you stand no chance whatsoever. It very much balances the entire playing field by limiting the guns that you can like fabricate and create and go into the game with. It also limits the type of shields that you get. Like like usually shields like stop damage, then break, then you take damage. These shields just mitigate it a little bit, so that way you're still taking damage. So if somebody
Oh
comes
yeah.
in, yeah, so if somebody comes in with like a super mega heavy shield and you only have like a light or a medium shield, if you hit your fucking shots, they're going down. Like that shield only does so much. And honestly, the gunfighting is way more balanced than Tarkov and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It surprised me how much fun I was having with it because I hate extraction shooters. You know what I mean? Like I hate extraction shooters. I'm not a fan of them.
Isn't that what Helldivers 2 is? Is an extraction shooter?
Hell no. My show's on. Welcome to the show, Brandon. No, no,
Everybody
no.
shut up. My show's on. I get to listen to two fat dudes talk about video games and anime. Oh boy.
Yep. No, no. Helldivers is PVE multiplayer. Like that.
Oh, okay.
And this one is a PvPvE, which means that you fight other people and the environment and robots and stuff like that. And honestly, yeah, there's a
Oh
lot of
my
letters
god.
there.
Yeah, couldn't just call it a looter shooter and fuck leave it right there. I forget we got to include every single letter in the alphabet. You fucking nerds.
Like, he loves
I don't know. Like I said,
spreadsheets.
I played it for a little bit. Just it's not my scene. Like I get it. I understand the appeal. I played I think a solid 4 hours into it, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Don't touch it. I didn't touch it because it. I like my looter shooters in a small contained world. I like my Destinies. I like my Borderlands. I like those type of looter shooters.
Destiny
If
still
you give me
sucks.
any chance, if you give me, yeah, I did. But I'm giving an example, Dead Man. Thank you.
I had to
But
slip it
like,
in. All right,
yeah,
I had to wedge it in there.
exactly. So it's not bad, just not my cup of tea. I like to be able to see big number go up, not me have to search every nook and cranny to find a component to make this that makes that. In the end, to make this, it's like I just want a gun that will give me a big number, so my monkey brain can go ooh, 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 big number. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's all I
Welcome,
need.
Tess. Tess is here. Uh, there's I don't know how to describe it. The idea that you don't have to be a shitter to be good at the game is kind of like one of the biggest reasons I like it. There are people that absolutely go into the fucking game ready to just wreck everybody's day. And then there are people that go into the game to play the game, to get their loot, to get the fuck out and be done with it. And I like the idea that you don't have to be some fucking ultra mega, Call of
Sweat.
Duty sweat to actually get like kills and get out
Ooh.
successfully.
Speaking of Call of Duty,
Yeah, let's get on that
oh
because
man,
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 just released. I've played a little bit of it, and I must admit, I am not fucking impressed.
oh wow, color me shocked. You're not impressed with a Black Ops game? Thank you, Mustard. I could have never figured it out.
No,
like,
no, no, no.
like out of the like
There's a
out of the two
difference.
of you,
I
I could see
messed up.
Mustard being like yeah, like out of the two of you, I could see that Mustard being the one be like, oh, it's good, man. You just gotta wave through the bullshit campaign where you end up fighting a gigantic kaiju for some reason.
I haven't even done that. I didn't even bother with the can. I saw the snippets of the campaign, and I was like, I'm skipping you. I think this is only the second time in Call of Duty history I've ever actually skipped a campaign.
I
Like,
there's nothing in there's never been a Call of Duty campaign. I think Black Ops 1 was the last Call of Duty campaign that I actually gave a shit about, and that was just because numbers, Mason. What do the numbers mean? And that's all I remember from Call of Duty. Beyond that, I couldn't tell you what any of the campaigns are. Not a single
I
shit of an idea.
I love the Vietnam setting in World at War. I love the World War II setting in World at War, especially the taking of Moscow with Reznov, with fucking Gary Oldman of all people playing Reznov.
Oh
If you're thinking about playing BL7, you have fucked up, says Brandon. Yeah, yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
good. I enjoy the little bit of sanity I have left.
But yeah, the original voice of Reznov was Gary Oldman, and that's why
Oh
like
no
that.
shit.
Yeah, that's why that performance was so fucking awesome. You know what I mean? And I enjoy the campaigns because like for a while they were very politically and situationally relevant. I remember like in the original Call of Duty Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare where they set off a fucking nuke and you have to as a soldier wade through the wasteland slowly dying of radiation poisoning, and it was very relevant because at the time there was this gigantic threat of nuclear war breaking out, and it was very relevant. Just try and get next year. I don't know if there's gonna be a next year, man. Honestly,
There won't be.
this one has the lowest player count of any Call of Duty ever, and you know the mission No Russian, which a lot of people talk about, was also very culturally relevant at the time. And so it like Call of Duty for a while was very a very active critique on what was going on with the world. And
Yeah.
somehow,
Oh
some
my god, do
way,
you think they would include No Russian in the remaster? Do you think they would do No Russian again?
yes, they did.
They
And
did.
yes, I
They
played
did
it.
it again. It's not that. Oh my! I'm so sick of people using that as like the high point of like video game
Controversy.
controversies. Yeah, is no Russian. Like, bro, there is so much more bad shit that happens in video games, but for some reason, that's the only stuff you guys cover. Get out of here with that.
There is a lot of stuff that does happen in video games. There's terrible shit that happens in video games. It's very well depicted. I think No Russian hit so hard because of your participation. Like it is one thing to be like a bystander on the side of the on the sideline and look at all this. Oh my God, people are getting murdered and you know hellfire and brimstone. But when you're the one holding the fucking M249, gunning down civilians, running and screaming for their lives, that's a different perspective. Like you can also choose
Uh,
not to shoot, but
I don't
it's
want to feel left out.
I'm playing this game 100%. Fuck.
I want immersion.
Plus, they have one of the just one of the best drops right before that mission, and it literally is the line right before he opens the drawer. Remember, no Russian. And he just
Wham,
pops it
wham,
open and then
wham.
chaos. There is no talking after that. It's just chaos. And it's such a it is like a James Bond drop. You know what I mean? Like it is one of those fucking Bond, James Bond, and then he karate chops 16 people.
I like my I like my martinis shaken, not stirred. There we go.
Yeah, and then starts shooting people. It's still culturally
Well,
relevant. No Russian happens every day in America, unfortunately. Well, that's something we don't talk about on this show, but yeah, I can understand how it is still culturally relevant. Yeah.
yeah, things happen like that. Well, I mean, just if we want to go back into scenes, I mean, there's a whole video game around being going postal, which is one of mine, which is Postal 1 and then Postal 2.
Yeah.
And it's not like so in Postal 2, you're supposed to go through an entire week of just doing chores. Like that's the whole thing. Go get milk, go get your check, go cash the check. And you can either do a pacifist run, which I still have yet to do because
It's postal.
it's postal. So like you got to go through all of this stuff. Now, mind you, this is not like this was made in 2000, early 2000s, I think is when Running with Scissors made Postal 2. But this game is not meant to be one of those like, oh, you're just a nice guy. No, you. It is a very offensive game. Like they try to take all of the ticker boxes that they could have and just be like, offensive. Yep, gonna write that off. Write that off. Write that. I mean, we could include that. I mean, Jesus, to make to like put a silencer on your gun, you put you put a cat right on it. And I don't mean put a cat like it's a scope. No, I mean you shove the barrel up the cat's happy highway, and boom, your gun's silenced now.
2003.
So I was close. I'm getting better with this. I'm getting better on guessing
You're
these
getting
dates.
better. Before you were born. Yep. This is saying don't make us feel. I know, right? Like, god damn it. But like,
I like games like that though. I like games that
Postal once again was very much a satire of games coming out at the time. You know what I mean? Like us diving into ultra realism and ultra violence via Call of Duty, via Battlefield, stuff like that. And it was very much a satire of that. Like, this is what you're celebrating. I want you to know that this is what you're pushing with the Call of Duties, with the Battlefield. Medal of Honor was actually a giant game back there.
Forgot Medal of Honor existed.
Yeah. And
I tend to forget that game exists.
the last entry was fucking dramatic, bro. Like, I don't know if you've played the last entry, the last one that came out. Like, oh my fuck, the campaign for that fucking game was ultra traumatic. Like,
Are you saying dramatic or traumatic?
Both dramatic and traumatic, because there is one of the fucking missions you're just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Please help.
Like, no shit.
Oh, dude. Like, if you can acquire that one for a quick playthrough, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And this one was a while ago too. Let me see.
Yeah, because I couldn't recall in the last I'd say decade. Like, I can't recall in the last decade when one of those have came out. There's nope. Medal of Honor video games. Okay. Let's see. Latest release. Ha ha. Oh shit. Okay. No. Oh, it's because it's fucking VR. That's why I didn't care.
No, it's not VR.
Are you sure? Well, because I looked up and I said Medal of Honor last game release, and it was last Medal of Honor game is Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, released on December 11th, 2020.
2010 is the last one.
Oh. Like, okay, then that's not the last one. Because the last one would have been the one in 2020.
No, that's just a VR experience. No, the last game was Medal of Honor 2010. And let me tell you, that one,
what's it on?
or is it Warfighter? No, I don't think it was Warfighter. I think it was 2010.
Okay, all right. So speaking of VR, Gabe Newell blessed us with a whole new fucking hardware coming out next year. Not even like it got announced and we don't have a date. That motherfucker's coming out next year. And you want to know what it is? It is a Steam box.
The Gabe box?
The game box.
The Gabe box?
The Gabe. I seen somebody post that in the Discord and I was like, that was fucking genius. Yeah, the Gabe box. I don't know about you, but I am personally going to acquire one.
I don't think so.
Why so?
I have a PC.
Well, yeah, so do I. But I yearn for the console.
You yearn for the box.
I yearn for the console.
There is a part of me that wants one, and I'm not gonna lie, because it does seem cool and intriguing. But I also spent a fuck ton of money on this fucking PC. I want to get every single fucking inch of mileage out of this. But I'm also waiting on the price point. If they come in under,
I think $1,000. I think if they come under $1,000.
If they come in under 600, they just beat Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, and with a stick, with a heavy stick,
with a pipe. in the back alley and rifle through all of their fucking uh rifle through all their pockets. Chaotic
Uh-huh.
berserk message and Gibby wants the box. Gibby always wants the box. Tess, um, man,
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
if
Wah.
they could come in at that solid $600 price point, like way less than a grand, right? Like it can't be creeping towards a grand. It has to be way less than a grand. It has to be something feasible for Christmas, and that's what I'll say. It has to be something feasible for Christmas. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
700. I think 700 would be like the most that they
Max.
max is 700, and that has to be with like the most memory settings, uh the ultra deluxe package included with a control. God, them controllers are fucking ugly. I
They
don't
always
care what
have
anybody
been.
says. Oh man, like I thought the Nintendo 64 controllers were ugly, and then I seen that and I was like, nah, you take the ugly duckling contest.
Yeah,
But the cool thing is they even stated they're like, hey, you don't have to use you don't got to use this controller. You can use whatever
Xbox
control, yeah,
or
Xbox,
PlayStation
PlayStation. And I'm
or
sorry,
third party.
they are doing what every console player has wanted for years. So now that this is going on, I think execs over at Xbox and PlayStation are sweating in their boots. They're shivering. They're
They
shaking
are. They are
because they're
because
like, "Fuck! Now we got to deal with this." Like we had PC as a competitor before, but now it's like the people that yearn for the box are now going to get one.
the
Just
children
them.
yearn for the box. As a console player, I'm down for it if it's $500. Most definitely can play Clone Hero and emulate GameCube games. It's going to have a direct Steam library, so anything that's on Steam, you're going to be able to download and expand your memory and actually use. Um, so yeah, if there's anything on Steam that even remotely like mirrors anything you want, it's there and it'll be accessible and on free online play, no gold subscription or anything else like that.
That's
And
all
that's
you
the
had yourself.
biggest thing.
That was the
Yeah,
seller.
yeah.
That was the seller.
That and the controller thing, like that turned a lot of heads, man. Tess says that she goes for the low hanging humor. We appreciate it because as two fat old dudes, we like things that are low hanging. Anyways,
Da, 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 da. Wah.
uh,
I do. I think they're gonna come in swinging, and with the recent state of play, and with Microsoft doing what Microsoft does, I shouldn't have to explain that at this point. But
yeah,
with all of that going on, PC really is getting its foothold, and now that they're gonna have a home console, there's gonna be no more of the oh well, you need a PC to play this. Like no, they got. Hmm? Hmm?
I
And
got
if you know emulation, then there is no game in your library that you can be like, oh, well, I just need to boot up this. No. Find a way to make it work off the Steam box, and you are golden. Because if I can get all of my 4 external hard drives onto, don't you laugh at me for that. I will show you the file sizes of shit I have. If I can figure out how to get those in the Steam box and get it running perfectly without any slip ups or any fuck ups, I'm golden. I'll
everything.
probably use it. Yeah, I will. I'll use this for like podcasting and content creation and stuff like that. But that Steam box is going to be where the games are at.
And we have things that are low hanging, but yes, we do, Tess.
Wah.
But honestly, the thing that's making him sweat right now is the price point. Is they can't like I know he's playing it close to the vest with that, but he needs to get a price point down. He needs to, and the reason I'm saying this is because if he, I know Gabe is playing it close to the chest for two reasons. One, if he announces a price point, Xbox and PlayStation are going to respond accordingly, especially for the holiday coming up. They're going to
Uh-huh.
drop their shit dirt cheap. You're going to see
Oh
that shit
yeah.
fall. You're going to pay $100 for an Xbox Series X fucking, I don't know what the fuck it is right now. You're going to pay $100 for that. With 18 months of Xbox Gold and so on and so forth. Same thing with PlayStation. They're going to drop that shit down from the 600 to the $150, $200 for Black Friday and Christmas sales if Gabe
Mhm.
comes out with a price point. But if he doesn't come out with a price point, it's gonna leave them guessing because they're right now they're like, do we lower? Do we raise? Do we go into the Black Friday Christmas season with lower prices, hoping that they buy our shit and not save up for Gabe's shit? And if he's it's smart, but at the same time, very not smart. Like,
I agree, because playing it off of their leeway, not a great idea. Because if you come in with a high price point, they're gonna be like, okay, well, we can just drop our shit and then watch our sales are gonna go through the roof, and then it's gonna be like maybe I want to say like 50,000 units sold in the first month. And like I know that sounds like a lot, but when it comes to consoles that are being sold worldwide, 50,000 is
nothing.
not that big of a thing. Because I remember when the Steam Deck got announced and it was like, oh, this is so cool. But then that price point hit and you're like,
Not that cool.
Not that cool. Like, it can be handheld. I can take it with me. I really don't want to pay that much, and that's really expensive to want to leave my house with it.
Yeah, no shit though. That's something I don't want to leave on a park bench by accident, you know?
Which I hope that they look at this and be like, okay, this is how much we charge for the Steam Deck, and that wasn't a good idea. Now, if they would have done it the reverse way of doing a console first and then the Steam Deck, I think that would have been so much better.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because they have to gauge the market, right? They have to gauge how much people want to be able to play Steam games without being tied to a computer. And that Steam Deck, even though it was expensive, it fucking sold. And it sold well enough that they still have it listed and they're still going, even used for ridiculous prices.
Right.
And I think that's well enough of a measure so they can go, okay, well, leaving the house with a $800 piece of equipment, not on everyone's
Repertoire.
You know what I mean? Yeah, not on everyone's fucking things to do today, but it does show that they don't want to be stuck to a PC to play Steam.
We yearn for the box, dead man. We yearn for the box. Okay, because I was talking to Draven the other day, because he said I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
I was out and about, and then he shot me a text message. He's like, "Hey, check Steam," and I was like, "Oh God, what's going on?" And then I seen the announcement. I'm like, "Oh, fuck." I understand. Like, I get where they're going with people want to be able to walk around and be able to play their PC games even flawless 30 FPS now. But I think starting with a handheld is a bad way to test what your systems can run, because you have something that has an even smaller processor, smaller graphics card, smaller, all of that component shit, and you're working with the smallest common denominator. But then you go to consoles and you have a lot more things that you could fit in. And I think if you would have started off big and then worked your way down to smaller, that probably would have been the easiest to flow into 1 to 2, because it's like, we already have a home console, so now we can send something portable. Because like Nintendo did, they started off with the home console and then worked their way to portable. I feel like I'm getting the look of I'm wrong on this.
No. Nintendo started off with, being the fucking actually, I hate doing that, but the Game Boy came out relatively close to the Nintendo. Like, that was almost a 1-2. Hey Joe, welcome to the show.
I had a thing I seen and I was gonna send it to you and I forgot, and now I remembered it. Nintendo lost their patent against Pal World, and I love it. Yes. Nintendo lost the patent to what they were trying to claim as theirs, and nobody else can use it without their permission, which was the simple capturing monsters and then using them to battle against each other. Nintendo lost that, and I have never been so excited to see somebody lose a court case in my fucking life.
They don't own the pocket monster, genre.
Good. Let
let's see what
Nintendo take these L's.
Ted says, honestly, without being much of a gamer or following any of this, a console version of anything on Steam versus being latched to a computer, which I don't do, is appealing to me to game more. Right? Yeah,
See?
yeah. Bieber Fever sent us a bunch of emojis. Welcome to the show. Uh, Joe says, now Palworld is making an Animal Crossing game. That's awesome.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hell, I need that in my life. I need a Pal World Animal Crossing.
Pal World is slowly becoming like the clone hero, a fucking major fucking. Hey Barb.
They just got they just did a what's the word I'm looking for here? Collaboration. There we go. They just did a collaboration with Once Human.
Oh.
Like an official, they both agreed to it collab.
I really loved Once Human, and I played a fuck ton of it. And then they reset the servers, and it all got really, 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 really complicated to play. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. I hate this. I don't know why my like 2002 name is like, I don't know, man, Bieber Fever.
I love it. I'm not complaining. It's funny. Bieber Fever. Hey, we all had those artists we were infatuated with back in the day. Oh yeah, Justin Bieber's a streamer now. I'm just saying that hill for being a streamer is slowly just going fucking shooting right down, man. The more I see about live streaming, I'm just like, there's reasons I don't like doing this anymore. Like I don't like, well, not this, but like I don't like streaming on anything anymore because it's just riddled with infestations of these terrible people.
I understand to a certain point because it is one of the easiest ways to connect with an audience. It really is. And it is one of the most profound ways to directly gauge how much of a response you're going to get. However, let's face it.
I caught my self-test. Yeah, thank you. I caught myself.
Let's face it. Some of these motherfuckers need to not be on a fucking live stream. All right, there are some fucking people that you're just like, please, goddamn, stop. Just fucking stop.
Kai Sinet, 100%. I could list 5 people.
Yeah, you
right
fixed it, Barb.
I got 5 people I could list right off the bat that if their careers ended tomorrow, I would not know a difference.
And then there are people that deserve, the recognition and the spotlight. And I can honestly say with wholeheartedly, like, Queso is one of those people.
Oh yeah,
and that guy, I love the roastathon that is his fucking stream. I love it. Like, it's one of the funniest goddamn things ever. And that guy has hide thicker than a rhinoceros to be able to do that day in and day out and just take hits like that all day. But the thing is that he also does stuff for his
Mods ban him.
I love that bit. Like, who said that? Ban him right now. Get him out of here.
Yeah, when he did his stream with Jinxie where they were both eating McDonald's, I will sit and watch that no matter how many times I see it. It is funny as hell.
But like, he deserves all the love in the world. He deserves all the success, and I hope he continues to do so. He has done a lot for his community, and he treats his community like somebody who appreciates being in the spotlight. He doesn't take it for granted, and not 1 second. And that's the love that I love seeing in content creators. You know what I mean?
I think another person that deserved to get famous, and I'm glad that he did, was Sketch. I don't know if you've ever watched any of his stuff, but he was one of those guys that like started off in his room just playing old school Madden. But the more that he gets famous, it like his personality did not change.
Right.
So I don't think people understand that when it comes down to people like that, those are the ones that we want to see get the recognition, get the names, get the full on like gratification for being in the spotlight, not the ones that are like, oh, come on, chat. We're only 5 away from 900,000. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Get out of here. We don't care. I don't care that you bring rappers on. I don't care if you bring celebrities on. I don't care if you bring all these
big name
artists on. That's not what I'm here for. I don't care.
and
you want
especially
to
bring
do it.
them
I don't
on,
want to see it.
especially if you bring them on just to kiss their ass. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know exactly the stream I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where
There's a bunch of them.
okay, the three rappers and the one dude in the giant room, where all he essentially did was polish
God,
their
I wish
fucking knob.
I could say that I would need you to narrow that down, but I'm going to need you to be a little bit more specific.
I'll message you, and I don't want to start fucking beef with that fucking channel because we're not big enough for it. But
We're not big enough for it, but my mouth is big enough to talk
yeah,
shit about it.
I'll run that fucking verbal fade all goddamn day. They forget that motherfuckers like me grew up in places talking shit was a sport. But I
Here for my
you
therapy
know
session. My weekly Sundays.
I cannot I can honestly say with my whole heart that if we got famous overnight, we blew up to a million views or whatever. I don't see us changing at all. We're still
No.
dumbasses that have weird opinions about shit, and we're gonna continue to be that.
My one thing I always kept sure whenever because I would have people ask me like, how are you off camera compared to on? And I always tell them I'm the same. I'm the same type of person because it's too mentally draining to try and be somebody else. It's too mentally draining to try and be somebody different. Like obviously, yeah, I have the podcast Eddie where it's a little abrasive, it's loud, it's a little
Yeah.
it's just me times 10. It's just me ramped up to 10. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
Like with VT Network with Mustard and DJ, like all of us were turning up the dial a little bit to have a little bit more fun and be a little bit more ridiculous. And like I remember we were talking about Activision hired some, I think it was some black bag operative from the Bush era, and we were like fucking okay, like we're not talking shit about Activision ever the fuck again. like
Ubisoft has no more stock. I don't know if you've seen that one.
no.
Yeah, Ubisoft stock is gone. It is non-existent, and I could not be happier for a company like that to lose their shit. Could not be any more ecstatic to see a company who consistently shit in their fans' face and then be like, well, we don't know where'd our fan base go. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know why. I got a million fucking reasons why.
Because EA is right behind them. They may have just got bought out, but I think EA is about to tank in the next 5 years. I give it 5 years before it starts to tank.
2.
You give it 2?
I give it. The only reason I give it 2 and not 1 is because they still have a contract. They still have one contract left, and I think that has to run through 2027.
Okay, so you think once that contract's up, they're gonna X? They're gonna totally kick that game out or kick that company?
No, the company's already expressed fucking their want to leave. They're already saying like we're done with this. As soon as this fucking contract runs out, we're shopping. We're shopping for a new developer. I think they're shopping right now, as their contract is ongoing, and I don't fucking blame them.
Didn't Saudi Arabia just buy them?
I don't remember, truth be told, but they're shopping, and like that is murder for a video game. That is murder for a video game when it gets out that your franchise is officially on the fucking auction block with no certain future.
Yeah, coming from a American McGee's Alice fan, yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah,
and that's one reason I hold such like animosity towards EA, is because they do the one thing in video games that you don't ever want to fucking see. You don't ever want to happen, and that's holding on to an IP and not doing anything with it.
Yeah,
like Dead Space, they held on to Dead Space. After 3, nothing. I think we got a comic book afterwards. Or
we
was
got
that
a comic book and animated, like 2 animated movies?
I don't want
they weren't even that good.
No, if I want Dead Space, I want Dead Space 4. I don't want Callisto Protocol. I don't want the next big in space. I don't want that. I want Dead Space 4, or maybe Alice Madness Returns 2. Give me something.
Well, I mean, come on, an American
American
McGee.
American McGee, I understand that. He went to EA. He talked to him. He said, "Can I get it back?" And they said no. And he's like, "All right, well, I did my best. You guys can still be a part of the fan base. You can still be proud of it, but they're not going to give me it back. I don't know what you want me to do."
Well, let's not also forget that American McGee is also kind of a piece of shit. Like he made those games and those stories kind of like under protest. I kind of look at him like a Roger Moore or Alan Moore from Watchmen. What the fuck is it? No, I was right, Alan Moore. Like I like Alan Moore. Like he loves his creation, but he fucking hates his fans. So like that's what American, like every time I read an interview with him, especially for the original show, like he was like yeah, it's such a great story and I love writing it and it's a wonderful world to be in, but the way my fans react, it's just a little questioning, and it's like, motherfucker, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, Hideo Kojima.
Even more Assassin's Creed is what we need, says Joe.
More Assassin's Creed. We need good Assassin's Creed. Good Assassin's Creeds.
We spent so many fucking years on that bitch Ezio.
Yeah.
Then
Valhalla. We got Vikings. Okay.
I didn't mind Valhalla. It was fucking the 17 fucking entries of Ezio that pissed me off, and everybody pretends that he's such a good hero. Ezio fucking sucked.
Now it's time for Deadman to stand on his soapbox about the Assassin's Creed games.
No. Here's Assassin's Creed. You know what? That would be kind of badass. Assassin's Creed World War II. Hell yeah, dude. That would be kind of badass. But no, fucking Ezio, dude. The most bitch made of all the assassins. Like, oh no.
Most bitch made of all the assassons.
How the fuck am I wrong? The assassins killed my perpetual wife, my potential wife, killed my father, killed parts of my family, but now you guys are kind of bullying me to be part of your clan. I'm in. Get fucked.
I'm not an Assassin's Creed person. It's been years. Last time I played those was in high school. I was about to say I played those in high school, so I don't remember a fucking thing from them. They could make a new one tomorrow, and all right, yeah, works for me. That's cool. But there's people that are diehard Assassin's Creed fan, and I'll give you guys that. You guys are some of the most I will fight for my game people out there. I'm not one of them. That's the shit part. That's how I felt about Borderlands when 4 came out, and it was getting bombed because Randy Pitchford didn't know how to close his fat fucking mouth. And people were like, "Oh, it's a bad game. It's a bad game." It's like, it's not really. It's fun. Just ignore what the fat motherfucker says.
Yeah,
like sometimes you got to do that. You got to ignore what the company heads say if you want to enjoy something.
Ezio's father and brothers were executed by the fucking Assassin's Creed, main brotherhood, and then just joins them.
Oh, I love those games.
I don't give a fuck if my family was part of, the Templars that you guys are warring with, and you guys chose me to be part of the Assassin's Creed or whatever. You fucking murdered my family. I'm gonna kill all of you. Like, Ezio was bitch made. Worst one. And yeah, Randy Pitchford kind of open mouth insert foot. And it's not the first time he's done it. Same thing with Kevin Levine with BioShock. BioShock was a masterpiece of a game, masterpiece of storytelling. I know people nowadays are like, "Oh yeah, I played BioShock and I saw the twist coming a mile away." I was like, yeah, you've played it 20 years or 15, 20 years later. Yeah, you've heard all the memes. You've heard all the things that go on with it.
Would you kindly tell me why you love this series, Deadman?
BioShock?
Yes. Would you kindly? Like, of course you're gonna. Like I mean, this game is about 2 decades old. The
Ezio's
game's
family was killed by Templars. Joe, I'm gonna take your word for it. I remember at the time that's what the story was. I remember still having that outrage. So if you're saying he was killed by the Templars, okay, I'm not like you know better than I do. I was personally not a fan of it. So if you know, I believe you, and I stand corrected. Bioshock.
I'm not gonna argue with an Assassin's Creed fan. They'll
No,
come at
it's
you with
just
facts you didn't even know that happened.
yeah, yeah. No, the thing is that it's they rewrote and wrote so much fucking Ezio lore. I could never keep up. So if he says that that's what it is, and that's what it is, and I'm wrong. But Bioshock, what do you mean? Bioshock was one of
Oh, I
the.
don't. I just needed a reason to say, "Would you kindly?" That's all it was.
Okay, I was gonna say Bioshock was an incredible piece of storytelling.
Oh, it was wonderful. I still don't understand why people have such a hate boner for Infinite. We'll never understand it.
I don't either. That was one of my favorites.
I mean, I get the end scene where it was like the like the multiverse ending. I get why people didn't like that, because if you know me, you know I hate multiverse storylines. I think they're lazy. I think
Thank you for tuning in, Tess.
Thank you. I think time travel and multiverse storylines are the laziest fucking thing to ever exist, because you can't think of anything else, and death means nothing. I'm looking at you, Marvel. You guys are core proponent. No, we're not going to well me on this one.
What? No. I was like, wait, hold on. What? Marvel?
Wait, Marvel did multiverse stuff? Are you kidding me?
No. What do you mean? Death means nothing. You're looking at Marvel.
Death means nothing. Somebody could die in a movie and then bada boom, bada bing, they come back. Like, how do I want to? I don't want to go off movies. I want to go off comics. But I'm trying to. I should not have ran my mouth without having sources. See, you're being an asshole because you know I'm right, but you just want me to provide something so you can argue it.
Only good multiverse is the Spider-Verse, says Brandon. That is a really good one.
I don't know. I guess when it comes to those, it just seems like death means nothing. How many times can we watch Uncle Ben die? How many times can we see Spider-Man save the flavor of the week? Why am I drawing a blank on the woman he stuffs?
MJ?
Not MJ, the other one.
Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah, there's one that starts with a G.
Gwen?
Yes, Gwen. Thank you. God, I
Gwen
could not.
Stacy is with Miles Morales.
Look,
And
man.
she's a Spider-Man.
Okay, look. We just need to come to the conclusion that I hate multiverse stuff and I hate time travel, because I think it's a cop-out for people to use if they can't have any more ideas. Oh, this person died? Well, see, no, they don't, because in universe 58 subsection C/D, they're still alive. So we can bring them back here and put them here. And it's like, what the fuck was the point of them dying then? What significance did their death have in the grand scheme of things?
There are a lot of times where they use that kind of thing as kind of like a trope. Like they killed a character that was well loved, and they were like, "Oh wait, it wasn't him; it was a clone," or something like that. And it is very much when I can't say it's when they run out of things or run out of ideas, because I honestly think it's when they kill a character that they think is going to make a really big ripple. You know what I mean? In the comic book world, and then they do kill the character, and it's not the ripple they wanted. My favorite multiverse is the one with Deadman as Spider-Man and Gibby as MJ, and they do that upside down kiss thing.
I want to see a web able to do that. I want to see a web able to do that shit.
I would pay to see that art.
I wouldn't. I'm not chipping it for that. Hell to the no. Nope.
Oh my god! But like okay, so for instance, when they killed what the fuck was it? When they killed Invincible, and in the comics, when they killed Invincible, and everybody looked at Robert.
For anybody who's only watching the show and haven't read the comics,
I don't think they're gonna get to that one. We haven't seen the dinosaur. This is, I'm being as
Oh,
vague as
right.
I'm being as vague as possible for that plot point.
That's right. That's right. That's
We
right.
haven't
That's
seen the dinosaur. The dinosaur, if they were going to do that one, would have already been in the story. The War of the Marks is actually where he comes in. But when Kirkman killed Invincible, and the 36 people that read that fucking comic book sent him an email going, "Bitch." He was like, "Wait,
Well,
no, seriously, hold on. I didn't really kill him. I got a thing planned. Just hold the fuck on." And all of the comic book industry was just going, "We're
okay.
watching you."
Okay. You fuck this up. You don't bring my comfort character back. I'm gonna pee on your doorstep. I'll make
in
eye
your fucking
contact.
garden.
Yeah, I'll make eye contact with you through the Ring camera if that's the case. Hey,
Oh,
I, I
that's such a violent image.
how much for a commission?
I don't know. You can get back to us on that.
Yeah, I'm not shilling out money for something like that. You out your goddamn mind think I'm gonna pay some money for that shit?
Oh my god! But
I'm just a cheap ass.
So like then when they killed Gambit also was a big one, in the X-Men universe when they killed Gambit, and again they were like you're gonna bring him back, right? He's like a clone or something. And they're like, no, Gambit's dead.
No,
And like a lot of people were like, so you're gonna bring him back, right?
no.
They're like, no, he's dead. You're gonna have to wait for the next fucking reboot or something. And then lo and behold, like their sales tanked because they killed Gambit. Like so,
Why?
like
Has to be the most boring ass milk toast character ever. Why are
Gambit?
we so upset about Gambit?
Fuck you.
I eat my ass. What do you mean, fuck you?
Fucking Gambit's one of the best mutants there is.
No, there's no. I said you keep giving me that side eye like a dad just heard his son say something abysmally wrong. But no,
He did.
no, I did not. Gambit has to be the lamest fucking superhero ever.
Why?
Playing cards.
Are the safest thing he
Playing
can use.
cards.
Are the safest thing he can use.
Anytime I see him with something, it's always playing cards. That's
Because
the
it's
only
the
time I ever.
safest thing he can use.
Please tell me why he's a cool character. Because
Okay, his power is actually based on a conservation of energy theory of science. Anything that anything has what's known as potential, you son of a bitch, kinetic energy, and he transforms that kinetic energy into actual energy, making it essentially a bomb. The higher the molecular density and the higher potential for kinetic energy, the bigger the bomb. The reason he uses playing cards is because they're the safest fucking thing he can use. He goes above that and it starts getting into things like grenades and stuff like that. Like literally a pool ball would be around the explosive, vicinity of 2 or 3 grenades taped together and thrown. So playing cards are the safest thing he can use without damaging the world around him.
Well, here's my rebuttal to that.
As a
Dead
little guy
man.
myself, my generation doesn't have definitive X-Men media. Yes, you do. You have X-Men 97. Shut up.
Oh, wait, no, X-Men. No. Well, what am I thinking of? Am I thinking of? Okay, so I can have my rebuttal for this before I lose my train of thought.
Yes.
Hey, Deadman, if you have to explain why superheroes' powers are cool, it's not cool. Okay, because you could tell. All you have to tell me about Deadpool is he regenerates and he is batshit crazy. That's all I need. Boom. Cool superhero. Wolverine, he has animadium claws that poke out of his hand, and he has a animadium skeleton. Boom. That's all I need. Don't need to explain it any further. Could care less. Spider-Man, he has the powers of a spider. Don't need to explain it any further. He's still cool. If you have to explain to me why a superhero has to use playing cards in order to use his powers, and then explain why that's cool by going into laws of science.
Okay, I can explain it in a much simpler sentence. He turns anything he touches into a bomb.
I just that's playing cards. Why?
I just
Why?
told
playing
you.
cards?
I just told you it's the safest thing he can use.
I understand. I get that. I
Plus, it's a
understand
cool gimmick.
that's a cool gimmick.
Yeah. Forget when this fucking
Like,
character was made.
oh yeah, it was like it was the 80s, 90s.
Originally, I think
Time
he
for
was. I
time for
think he
Dead Man
came
to
out
do
in the
some
early
research.
'90s. Yeah.
I don't know. Anytime I see Gambit, he's always a goofy fucker. Like he's
He
always a
is.
goofy. Yeah, and he just
1990. Yeah, I was right.
yeah, he rebuttals this every time. Every time I bring up a point, it's well, actually, it's like no, this motherfucker's just lame. He's a lame hero, and I shouldn't need it to be explained to me why he's cool. That's the problem.
Okay, so here's the formula with goofy fuck characters, especially from Marvel. They're usually the ones with the most fucked up storyline.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
And
I'll
if
give
you
you
know
that one.
Gambit's storyline, it's pretty goddamn fucked up. There's a
Nope.
reason. There's a reason he's referenced in Days of the Future Past. When he's a human being that shouldn't be alive for that fucking long, there's a reason for it.
Okay, explain that one a little bit. Because again, I know jack fuck about Gambit. I just anytime I see him, I just
Gambit
audibly
was a lover of the White Queen, who's been around since the 1600s. She's essentially a witch. He was around in the 17 to 1800s, and they became lovers. She kind of grew tired of him, and he tried to leave. She said, "Nah, if I can't have you, no one can have you." And then she cursed him with immortality. That means that he can that not like immortality from like fucking Tolkien, which means that he can still be killed, but if he's not killed, he's gonna live forever. And then on
okay.
top of that, she killed his family, his mom, his dad, his two sisters, and then
Family.
family, and then trapped this guy as a slave for hundreds of years. Then, after he does get free of the White Queen, after she gets defeated, he tries to make a name for himself playing poker and all that other stuff. How him and the White Queen met doesn't go well at all. You see, you son of a bitch, you asked for a backstory, and now you're breaking shit.
Whoops.
Yeah, he's the one that
That
trains.
microphone until this show is over, or else it will all fall apart.
He's the one that trains Bishop. Yeah, he
Who's that?
trains Bishop in Days of the Future Past.
Oh, okay. Man, I really got to reread my comics. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why I love him. And like I said, he found out his mutant powers very early, and he was part of the whiskey running trades that were happening in the 1920s and stuff like that. Moonshine. Miles Morales is the swagger of a young black teen. He does.
Yeah, I think that Miles Morales is. I get the point. I don't understand it. So is the whole. And this is just me asking questions. Miles Morales, is this just supposed to be a different version of Spider-Man, a younger
No, he is
version of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
He is Spider-Man.
Okay. Like I said, I'm still new to the whole Miles Morales thing. I didn't know he existed until the Spider-Man for the PS4 came out. So
No, he is Spider-Man. I don't I like it's so hard. Like there's a reason that okay, so Stan Lee got a whole bunch of backlash when a lot of people were pushing him to make Peter Parker a different color or bisexual or anything else like that, and he said no. Peter Parker is going to stay a straight white guy from the Bronx
from the
or
Bronx.
and everybody pushed back on him, and he goes, "No, you don't understand. This is who Peter Parker is. Anybody can be Spider-Man. In fact, there are hundreds of Spider-Mans. He's not the only Spider-Man. There is a black Spider-Man. There's a punk Spider-Man. There's a fucking T-Rex Spider-Man. There's Spider-Ham, who's an
I
animated
love
pig.
Spider-Ham
Yeah.
so much.
And so everybody was like,
Captain
yeah, but we want Peter Parker to be, and he said, no, Peter Parker
Why?
is this. Miles Morales is the half black, half Hispanic Spider-Man of this universe. Gwen Stacy, who is, Spider-Gwen, she's the Spider-Man of this universe. There every single variation you could want, including, hey, what's up, mustard? Including a Japanese fucking Spider-Man, which is a young Japanese woman created by Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. There are Spider-Men for every fucking world. Peter Parker is just one of them.
Speaking,
And-
hold on, before we dip away from the Gerard way, before we get too far off a tangent off that, Umbrella Academy is fucking boring.
The
And
last
I
season, yeah.
no, all of it is.
Fuck
all
you.
of Umbrella, all
Fuck
of
you.
them. Well, we can argue that.
Go ahead.
But Umbrella Academy is boring, and I think it was way overhyped. And I wish people would have just let that son of a bitch just die after the first season, and then let it be. Just let it be.
Nah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I just want to have a full-on comic book argument next show because holy shit. I think what lit a fire under my ass.
This is how I know Gibby has no taste at all, says Mustard.
I don't like Gambit.
Or the Umbrella Academy.
Oh no, I don't. I love the comics. Thought the show was boring. There's the difference.
I love both.
That's cool. Unfortunately, that was one of those where I'm like, the show is. Okay. In hindsight, I'm going to say this: I'm not a show person. I'm not a sit down and like watch a show consistently. Like if it's not all there at once, I don't care. I'm not going to sit and wait for episodes unless it really catches my attention. I waited till the end of season 1 to watch Umbrella Academy. Sat through the entire first season, and I thought, wow. I wasted so much time with this. I could have been doing so much more. But no, I chose to watch this because people were saying it was good. And now I'm mad.
There are certain things that do come to life with a movie or a show. Some things that you and I have talked about. One of the aspects is being able to see the actions of the characters instead of having to read them, like with Demon Slayer, like with
Invincible,
all these other things. There's certain things that hit different in either physical or animated media, and seeing Umbrella Academy, especially some of the darker parts of it, like literally just displayed, like Five literally being like this PTSD, shell shock, fucked up person trapped in a 14-year-old's body is one of the better parts of the portrayals, especially in one of the seasons where he goes on a killing rampage and murders people with a fucking axe. And you're watching a 14, 15-year-old person with an axe brutally murder the living fuck out of about like 9 or 10 people, and you're kind of enjoying it, and then in the back of your fucking mind you're just like, wait, this is a kid.
not supposed to be enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be enjoying this, but this is so fucking good. And also some of the changes to the characters I very much welcomed, like Diego, like his character in the comics being absolutely insufferable to being mildly annoying and kind of entertaining in the show. I really appreciated that. I like Umbrella Academy because of my own family and childhood trauma. yeah, there's a lot there, and also that's a big thing to relate to with the Umbrella Academy. Like, there's a reason that we hated the alternate fucking the Sparrows. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason we hated the Sparrows because. Anyways,
Well,
Gambit's awesome. You're just a prick.
So we're coming up to an hour and a half.
We started a little late, so I just let it run a little bit longer.
Okay, so the reason I was thinking, I'm like, man, why do I have such a comic book fucking fire under my balls today? That I remembered a video came across my feed that says why I hate Fairyland is terrible, and I'm like, oh,
what?
Yeah,
oh,
I might be
get fucked.
So I hate Fairyland. You read it?
Yes.
Yes, finally, somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, so I watched it, and they're like, oh, well, the second part was a terrible ending. And I'm like, No, it wasn't. You,
No, it wasn't.
you fucking loser.
It was
Okay.
literally the natural conclusion.
Thank you. Thank you. The first part was she got kicked back in the real world and she has no idea what to do as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I'm going to be here. I guess this works. And then the second part where she's like, hey, all of these alternate versions of me, I don't like this. There's only one of me, and that's me. So I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to enjoy what I have.
Mm-hmm.
What more of an ending do you want from a comic series where it deals with a girl getting isekai'd into a Candyland-esque place and just kills everything? What more
Has
of
a
an
mental
ending do you
break, then kills everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, she spent what, a solid, how long do they say, like 20 years?
Yeah.
Spent like a solid 20 years inside of a Candyland place. Like, yeah, I'd probably lose my shit too.
Yeah, yeah. She had a fucking traumatic break and then goes psycho.
Yeah, if everything was happy and sunshiny like that all the time, I probably would as well. And I know I said this a couple of years ago, back when everything from comic books was getting announced and it was getting a live action. We need a live action Crossed. I know that'll never happen in my lifetime,
What do you
or
mean
even
it's
my
happening?
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dead man. I'm not one for violence. I'm not one to reach through the camera and smack the shit out of somebody. But if you're lying to me right now, we can duke it out. We can go toe to toe. If they are making a live action Crossed,
Oh, it's a movie. No, hold on. Is it a movie or a show? No, it's a movie.
okay, well, I'll take it. I will so take it, as long as it's something. For those of you that don't know,
They just wrapped
Crossed,
filming.
oh fuck yes! I'm so excited for this. Crossed has been one of my favorite series for years, and the fact that it's now going to be on the, I wouldn't say
On the
big screen.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the film festival in the middle of buttfuck nowhere screen. Oh, well, guess I might have to make a trip to wherever that's being held. Come down to South by Southwest, where we're going to show our premiere of Crossed. I guess I'm going to South by Southwest. Because I've been excited for that. And unfortunately, Preacher left a nice size hole in my heart that I think
And also, if you want to see the
only a good comic adaptation will. And
if you
Invincible ain't
want to
going to
see
film
the
that.
Korean version of Crossed, watch the film The Sadness. I think it's on Prime.
Okay, give me. I need to save that then. Dude, you get some of those Korean movies are off the wall, and I love it.
Oh yeah, we're currently watching a show called Light Shop, and it's a horror anthology. And let me tell you, man. Whew, there's a couple of scenes that actually like gave me an ick, like where it was like, oh god, I hate that. I hate that so much.
It gave you the ick?
Gave me an ick, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
got to be a good one then. I watched what did I watch a couple nights ago? I got a little funky fried and I was looking up Movies Watch, and of course I seen Itchy the Killer, and I was like,
Yeah, Itchy. Yeah.
it's been a minute since I've read this. I'll watch it.
Yep. Takashi Miike.
Oh man.
Oh, you want to see Takashi Miike? Just look up his films.
Oh, bet. Because I loved Itchy the Killer. I loved reading it, and watching it was an experience.
Told you.
Not gonna say like I loved it, but it was an experience.
There's nothing to love about that. It's just one of those like, oh, they filmed that.
There is nobody here I can agree with. There is nobody here that has a moral high standing.
No.
Especially the boiling oil scene on the back. I was like, oh no.
Look up the movie called Audition.
Audition. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to. We are in the middle of a show, and I'm not gonna sit here on my phone while we're doing that. What was it? Oh, fuck. So I had the normal thing happen. I I watched something, I got all caught up, and I needed to know what happened next. I wish I didn't. I wish I would have just waited until the end of season 1, and that is Gachia Kuta. Kuto. Kuta? Kuto?
Mm-hmm.
Gachia Kuta. Because well, I thought where they ended was the last episode of the season. So I was like, okay, that's all right, that's cool. No. Apparently there's like 5 more episodes that are coming out. So now I just get to watch the rest of the first season, and I got to where I think the first season will end, and if it doesn't, I'm going to kick a small child. Because it's good. It's good. The art style. I'm gonna slob this thing's knob because it's great in my opinion. The art style is great. The storytelling is great. They gave you a twist that you're like, oh, whoa, hold the fuck out. Like kudos to them because I did not see it coming. And if you can throw me off a left field with a twist, awesome, cool. Like it. Unfortunately, years and years of consuming media have made it to where I'm like, they're the bad guy. They're gonna turn on them. That's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, like the twist that I can like liken it to is in Overlord when he kills the little blonde chick. Like that was a twist not even I saw coming. I was like,
yeah,
it was brutal too. I was like, I forgot that sometimes this show goes pretty fucking hard. Not a lot. Honestly, there's a lot of filler in that fucking show, but
I do like it when shows take that moment.
Yeah,
I like
every
that.
now
I like
and
when
again,
shows take
it's
that
just
moment.
It's like, oh, fuck, that happened.
yeah, yeah.
Because you know it's coming. Like that's one thing I like about being that's one thing I like about being a manga reader and then watching the anime because I'm like, I know what's coming. Oh, fuck, that was worse seeing that animated.
Told you, yeah, and that's why I still advocate for shows and for stuff like that. Is because sometimes seeing it or hearing it or watching it live action, it hits differently.
You need it.
Yeah.
You need to feel the pain. Like Full Metal Alchemist. You need to feel the pain.
Jesus fuck.
It's a bad day for rain, dead man. It's a bad day for rain. Isn't that what he said? Is it a bad day for rain?
Yeah, it's a shame it's raining.
Yeah, it's a shame it's rain. You're just like, oh, you're right. It is a shame it's raining outside.
Fuck this weather.
I want to say one last thing before we cut off because we're at an hour and a half now, and that's so One Piece is on a hiatus until the end of November, which not just the anime but the manga, due to Oda's health just gradually getting worse. So from us over here at VT Network, I know Deadman's not. Yeah, I know Deadman's not the world's biggest One Piece fan, but I am. That was a key. That was my key introduction to anime, and is still one of my. I'm gonna be a little sentimental here. That's my comfort go to whenever I want something that it makes me happy. So, Oda, I know it probably won't meet your radar, but I hope the health gets better, and I hope you can at least be able to retire peacefully once this whole shit show's over. Because holy fuck, man.
I really do hope he is able to finish before too long.
Oh yeah.
I hope he gets the chance to finish because we did have a couple of writers go before they were able to finish their mangas, and now
guy who made Berserk.
Yeah. Now we have no idea how the fuck it's gonna end because that guy's writing style is very hard to
mimic,
not formulate. You know what I mean? Like get a formula out of. You know what I mean? Like it's very hard to formulate that guy's writing patterns and style. And
because sometimes you're like, man, can we just give Guts a break? And it's like, okay, can we get back to action soon? Can we get back to fighting soon? I've had enough exposition.
And the weirdest part is that sometimes it's like that, but then it's like, oh fuck, we just started an exposition. Why are they fighting?
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Where'd the demons come from? Did I skip a page? Nope.
Why is there sexual assault happening on the screen? We were just talking about childhoods. What the fuck just happened?
Welcome to Berserk.
Yeah, no shit. So like that's why I'm like, I hope he gets to finish before his health gets too
Oh,
far.
yes.
I hope he can retire in peace and enjoy the rest of his life.
I
With that
hope-
said, though, we're
I
gonna
also
get
hope
the
the
fuck
guy
out
who
of
makes
here.
it's okay. Sorry, just one more. I can't speak about this. Never mind. Haha, just kidding. It is a Chainsaw Man spoiler, so never mind.
We're not.
Contin-
We're not. No.
Yeah. Continue
Anyways,
on with how you're going to end the show, because that one just, yeah.
so sign us up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for another episode of VT Network. As always, I am one half of the dynamic duo Gibby, and beside me is the tall Spaniard, Dead Man. We really hope you enjoyed this show. If you like hearing us talk, but want to see if we can do any other voices or how our acting range is, please go to Dark Charm Media, where you will find me, Dead Man, Tess as well in the chat. Give our best to some of the best audio drama to ever grace your ear holes. And if you're wondering, well, Gibby, where can I find this? Where can I go to see this? You can find it on any podcasting platform that you listen to your daily shows on. Who knows, might become your next favorite. As always, we are live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not Pacific, not Mountain, no Eastern Standard Time. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, it might be getting cold outside. It might be getting a little nipply. It might be getting a little chilly where you're going to have to bundle up. But please, for the love of God, some of you did not pay attention when I said this the last episode, so I'm going to tell it one more time. Keep your balls clean.